10. Secret prepper stashes that looters will never find. Hey everyone, welcome back to Preppers Community, where we don't just talk about survival, we make sure you stay ahead of the chaos. Today, we're uncovering 10 hidden stash locations so secret that even the most determined looters will never find them. You might think your cash, ammo, or emergency supplies are safe because they're tucked away, but here's the cold, hard truth. Looters are getting smarter. They know the obvious hiding spots. They've raided homes before. But today I'm revealing highly strategic stash locations that go far beyond the usual tricks. Places so unexpected that even an experienced thief wouldn't waste a second looking there. And trust me, you'll want to stay until the very end, because the number one hiding spot is a complete game changer, one that even seasoned preppers have never thought of. So buckle up, hit that like button, and let's dive into it. Number 10. Hidden inside an old vacuum cleaner. When looters break into a home, they move fast. Their goal isn't to inspect every single item, it's to grab and go. They're looking for cash, jewelry, weapons, and food, not an old, dusty vacuum cleaner shoved in the corner of a closet or garage. That's why a broken vacuum can be an unexpectedly perfect hiding spot for money, important documents, or even compact survival tools. Think about it. Who in their right mind would dig through a machine that's probably filled with years of dust, pet hair, and debris? But here's the key to making this work. It needs to look completely undesirable. If it's clean and well-maintained, a looter might check inside out of curiosity. Instead, make it look like a piece of junk. Let dust accumulate on it, wrap the cord up loosely, maybe even toss an old cloth or some random junk on top to make it seem even more forgotten. Place it near other discarded items, like an old toolbox or unused household appliances, and it becomes practically invisible to anyone in a rush. Number 9. Inside a fake HVAC vent. When looters storm a home, they don't have time to play handyman. They're not ripping apart walls or unscrewing every vent cover. They want quick, obvious loot. That's why a dummy HVAC vent is one of the smartest, most low-profile hiding spots you can create. It looks like just another air vent, blending perfectly with your home's design. But inside, it can hold cash, gold, important documents, or even small weapons. The key here is placement. Don't install it in a spot that draws attention, like right in the middle of a hallway where someone might wonder why there's an extra vent. Instead, position it in a more overlooked location, like a basement wall, a utility room, or even inside a closet. To make it even more convincing, you can attach a few old cables or pipes running in and out of it, just enough to make it look functional. It's easy to access when you need it, but to a thief in a rush, it's nothing more than part of the house. Number 8. Inside a hollowed-out door or baseboard. Most people don't realize that interior doors and baseboards are often hollow, making them one of the most overlooked yet effective hiding spots for valuables. When looters break in, they're looking for quick, obvious grabs. They'll dump out drawers, flip mattresses, and rip through closets. But they won't waste precious time dismantling parts of the house itself. That's why a strategically modified door or baseboard can serve as an invisible stash for emergency cash, gold, flash drives, or important documents without raising any suspicion. With just a little DIY effort, you can create a nearly undetectable storage space that blends seamlessly into your home. A hollowed-out section at the bottom of a door or a baseboard with a removable panel offers quick access when needed while remaining completely hidden. The key is placement. Avoid highly trafficked areas like the living room, where someone might notice inconsistencies. Instead, choose less obvious locations, like a guest bedroom, hallway, or even a basement corner. When thieves are tearing through the usual hiding spots, your valuables will be locked away in a place no one would ever think to check. Number 7. Buried in a fake septic pipe. Looters aren't going to start digging up your yard, especially not near something that looks like part of a septic system. They want quick, high-value grabs, and the last thing they'll waste time on is disturbing what looks like old, grimy plumbing. That's exactly why a fake septic pipe is one of the most foolproof and overlooked outdoor hiding spots you can create. With just a section of PVC pipe, some dirt, and a little deception, you can create a stash point that keeps cash, gold, ammo, or emergency supplies completely undetectable, even if someone is actively searching for hidden valuables. Here's how to make it completely convincing. Get a piece of PVC pipe, seal one end, and make sure the other has a removable cap for easy access. To sell the illusion, paint it with grime and rust-colored stains, let it weather in the elements, or even sprinkle some old mineral deposits on it. Then partially bury it near other plumbing lines, behind a shed, or alongside a real utility connection so it blends naturally into the surroundings. If you want to take it a step further, place a random piece of junk, old bricks, or even a discarded tool near it. Something that subtly reinforces the idea that it's just another forgotten pipe. A looter in a hurry won't think twice, but for you, it's an invisible underground vault, immune to even the most determined thieves. Number 6. Inside a fake power outlet. When looters break into a house, they move fast and stick to the obvious targets: drawers, closets, safes, and under the bed. They're not going to stop and start unscrewing electrical outlets. That's what makes a dummy power outlet one of the easiest and most secure hiding spots you can have. With minimal effort, you can set up an invisible compartment to store cash, USB drives, emergency contacts, or even small survival gear. The trick is making it look authentic. You can buy ready-made dummy outlet safes online, or if you're handy, you can install a real electrical faceplate over a small recessed compartment in your wall. Place it in a discreet location like behind furniture, in a basement, or in a rarely used hallway. To make it completely foolproof, don't install it at eye level. Higher up or closer to the floor works best. No thief is going to stop mid-robbery, grab a screwdriver, and start investigating electrical work. They're looking for quick rewards, not hidden secrets disguised as part of the house. Number 5. Inside an old paint can or motor oil container. Think like a looter. They want valuables, not trash. A dusty old paint can or a half-used motor oil container is the last thing they'll be interested in, making it an excellent decoy for hiding survival essentials, cash, or even ammunition. The beauty of this method is how effortlessly it blends into any garage, basement, or storage room. To do this right, take an empty paint can or oil container, clean it out completely, and reseal the top. Then make it look as undesirable as possible. Smear some dried paint on the edges, let dust collect on it, and place it among other old supplies. If you want absolute security, slap a label on it that screams "Do not open," something like used motor oil, hazardous waste, or toxic paint remnants to discourage curiosity. No looter is going to waste precious time digging through what looks like a messy, useless pile of junk when they could be grabbing what's in plain sight. But for you, this junk becomes an impenetrable vault hidden in plain view. Number 4. Inside a false bottom in a trash can. Think about it. When looters rush into a home, they're looking for quick, high-value items like jewelry, cash, and electronics. They're not going to stop and dig through a trash can. That's what makes this hiding spot brilliantly effective. A tall trash bin with a false bottom can serve as a completely unnoticed stash for food, emergency cash, ammunition, or even survival tools. To make this work, choose a large, deep trash can and create a hidden compartment at the bottom. A sturdy false bottom made from a piece of plastic or plywood can sit just above a layer of actual garbage or disposable items, making it look completely normal. Want to make it even more foolproof? Place a few used paper towels, an empty bottle, or some crumpled fast food wrappers on top of the false bottom, just enough to make it appear like everyday trash without being disgusting. The best part? Even if someone knocks it over or kicks it aside, they won't think twice. Number 3. Behind a false panel in your bathroom cabinet. When looters raid a home, they're on the hunt for valuables, not toiletries. They'll tear through nightstands, flip mattresses, and rip open safes, but one place they almost never check? Bathroom cabinets. That's why a false panel inside a bathroom cabinet is one of the smartest and most low-risk hiding spots for critical supplies. Many bathroom vanities have a bit of empty space behind the back panel, making it easy to modify one into a hidden compartment. With a little DIY, you can create a small but secure stash for emergency cash, gold, passports, or even medication. The key here is seamlessness. The false panel should look like a normal part of the cabinet's design. Want to take it up a notch? Store everyday toiletries in front of it, like shampoo bottles, toilet paper, or first aid supplies, so nothing looks suspicious. Even if a thief opens the cabinet, they won't waste time digging deeper when all they see are basic household items. Number 2. Buried in a waterproof tube under a fake rock. Looters rarely waste time searching outdoors, especially if they think they've already found what they're looking for inside. That's what makes strategic outdoor hiding spots so incredibly effective. One of the best? A waterproof tube buried just beneath the surface of your yard, disguised by a fake rock or an ordinary-looking plant marker. This method provides easy access while keeping valuables completely invisible to anyone searching your property. To make this work, use a high-quality waterproof tube. something like a PVC pipe with tightly sealed caps or a burial-grade plastic container. Inside you can stash cash, emergency documents, survival tools, or even a backup weapon. Choose a discreet spot in your yard, maybe near a bush, garden bed, or under decorative stones, somewhere that won't draw unnecessary attention. Then place a fake rock, a potted plant, or even a garden ornament directly over it to blend in perfectly. If you want to go the extra mile, bury multiple stashes in different locations. So even if one is found, you still have reserves safely hidden elsewhere. This technique has been used for centuries, from buried treasure to military survival caches, and for good reason. It works. And in an emergency, knowing exactly where your secret stash is could mean the difference between survival and disaster. Number 1. Inside a dummy electrical breaker box. When looters break in, they aren't electricians, they're opportunists. They're looking for quick grabs, not tampering with what looks like high-voltage electrical wiring. That's why a dummy breaker box is one of the most genius hiding spots you can have in your home. It blends in perfectly with your basement, garage, or utility room, making it a near-impossible target for anyone searching for valuables. To set this up, install a realistic-looking electrical panel, either a pre-made wall safe disguised as a breaker box, or a real empty panel with fake wiring running into it to make it look functional. Inside, you can securely stash emergency cash, gold, documents, or even a spare firearm. Want to make it even more convincing? Add a few fake labels or a warning sticker on the front, something like high voltage, authorized personnel only, to discourage tampering. No thief in their right mind is going to risk electrocuting themselves when they could be grabbing things that are easily accessible. And there you have it. 10 secret prepper stash locations that looters will never find. Whether you're safeguarding cash, supplies, or survival tools, these hiding spots ensure that even in a worst-case scenario, you stay one step ahead. Stay prepared, stay safe, and keep your survival game strong.